It's late, y'all. We ain't never done it this late. Or is it early? I don't know if it's late or early. I guess it's however you look at it. But either way, we're gonna call it dinner, all right? We're gonna go dinner and news with DotSale. Let's get into it. Yeah. Anybody that watches the show regularly is more than likely asleep right now. Y'all might catch it on the VOD, on the VOD. You might catch this later. I don't know. Maybe you can't sleep. Usually I'm asleep by now. But it's a little bit different. Plus, the main thing about all this is that I've already told y'all, we do not miss. Under every circumstance, the show must go on. So we're actually still in Wednesday, although this show is going to go into Thursday. So you technically get 2 Thursday shows in a way. Technically. Untechnically. I don't know. However you want to look at it. But definitely want to make sure that I take care of y'all. And, I think we'll start out, get y'all fed. Since it's late, we can't. Look, you remember your mom, like, if you want to stay out late or you want to, like, hang out with your friends and she tells you that, dinner's going to be ready at 7, it's going to be ready at 8 at the latest, and you're like, well, I want to hang out, I don't want to come until, like, 11:45. She like, everything going to be put up by then. At that time, the best you're going to get is, like, maybe a microwave pizza. Maybe you can, like, frozen burritos or something like that. You can put together a snack. So, that's how it's going to be tonight. We're going to and I'm surprised she's got 176,000 subscribers. Her name is Kristen Step with two P's, Step with 2 P's. And she's going to make us basically the equivalent of a very late dinner. Let's get into that first before we get into our show. Got to make sure that I still feed y'all, even if it ain't going to be the highest of quality. But we got Chef Boyardee, so it is a chef, and it is Boyardee. And we got Pizza Maker, traditional, easy family fun. And it's going to be Halloween themed, because remember, we are doing all Halloween themed foods for tonight. And then we'll get into the show after that. Then I'll get into the open monologue. So let's actually check out what we got here, and let's let her cook us up a quick snack for the night. We're gonna call it dinner though, late night dinner.
We may be the minority, but we love these Chef Boyardee pizza kits. I think they are one of the best little pantry staples. They are so quick and easy, and we just love the taste of the crust and the pizza sauce, which is why we continue to buy it. This isn't something that I was like raised on, that I remember anyways, but I do remember my mother-in-law used to make these all the time when I was like a teenager, and that's when I fell in love with these, and I've just been buying them ever since. So
very nostalgic.
You get 2 packages of crust mixed in the box and the can of pizza sauce. I pretty much always mix the 2 packets together.
She's super country.
Add in some warm water, mix it with a fork. Just following the directions on the back of the box. I've added a little bit of olive oil. And
You see, she got that ring on her hand. We're gonna be talking about relationships right there. Let me check out the ring
so
though.
That it doesn't dry out. I've covered
she quick
it with
her
a
hands.
dish towel,
I can't get a good screenshot of it.
I think it's for like 5 minutes or so. I've got my largest cookie sheet out. I've sprayed it with my olive oil spray, and since it sprays out kind of weird, I'm just going back in with my clean hands, and I'm spreading that out better to make sure that nothing's going to stick. Now, if you do use the 2 packets of crust mix like I do, it's going to be a thicker crust, so you want to keep that in mind. If you like yours to be on the thinner side, you definitely want to make 2 pizzas in 2 separate pans. Honestly, I do prefer a thinner crust, and I guess I just forget how much these bake up after it's done cooking.
This is the type of meal that you can have for like years. Like you could make it like this is like if there's ever an apocalypse, like this meal is gonna survive. This kit right here, this pizza kit right here, is always gonna survive. Like zombie apocalypse, you'll always be able to have this and make it. It doesn't have an expiration date.
Never tasted this brand of pizza sauce before. It's on the saltier side, which is why I think we like it so much. Some of them tend to be sweeter, which really isn't our cup of tea, but you know, to each their own. But what I do highly recommend is making sure you use some bottled Parmesan cheese on top of the pizza sauce. I swear it makes it taste so much better. And typically I would use shredded mozzarella cheese, but for this theme and purpose, I wanted a yellow cheese, so I did some shredded sharp cheddar cheese. So now to make it, I had that done.
So here's our Halloween part of
Kind
it.
of satisfying. I did this while the kids were in school.
That's clever.
Like right before I went to pick them up. This will be great for your kids to help you with since it's easy. But since the ghosts are white, that's why I wanted to use a yellow cheese so that they would stand out. And
this got to be the cheapest meal I've ever seen, but it does actually take some work to prepare, though. I mean, it's not like hard, but it's also not easy in my opinion. I mean, you start out with just like nothing but a box.
And I almost forgot the pepperoni. I was so worried about getting those. Really not that creative, like some of y'all will tell me, which makes me feel good, but I'm really not crafty, and I don't feel confident in it, but I tried my best here. That a lot better. It was shorter. They're kind of curly. I thought that looked nice.
You gonna put apples on it?
So I didn't realize how long it took to make.
I heard of pineapples on pizza,
I didn't realize
but apples is crazy.
But I got all of those laid out on a cookie sheet. I organized them to look nicer, and then I'm just taking that melted caramel and I'm drizzling that all over the apple. Time I got that done, the pizza was out of the oven, and I panicked because the ghost disappeared. So luckily I had just enough cheese slices to make 6 more. So I just did that real quick and put it on top, and I saved.
All right, there we go. We got our salad. Eat
your vegetables. The day, so just don't bake the cheese ghost if you do it. I served it with a side salad, and here's another look at those caramel apples. Really,
let's get it right there. So yeah, like, you know, this is what happens when it's the middle of the night and you ain't ate yet. This is what you end up getting. You know, we've had some really gourmet meals on here before, but in this situation, like, you know, it's like midnight. I mean, depending on, unless you're on the other side of the world, then it's probably early, but you know, I'm in the Midwest right now. The clock just struck midnight. So it's like, this is all you get when you come in the house late. When you show up at home late, this is the meal that you get. You don't get nothing special. All right. So that's how we got to eat tonight. And, but y'all can help yourself to as much as you want. All right. There is no limit on how much of this food that you can have. Go ahead and help yourself to some apples and Skittles and caramel and some Chef Boyardee. I gotta look at the box one more time, and we're gonna go back. Let me see, 11:15. Yeah, this is what you get when you eat in the middle of the night. All the good food is put up, and this is all you get right here. And hers doesn't look as good as it looks on the box. The box actually got crust. This one don't even got crust. The crust is like thin crust. I don't like thin crust pizza. But we got to deal with what we got to deal with. So y'all go ahead and help yourself as we continue to get on with the show. Eat as much as you want. Even though you should probably be asleep right now. All right. So we're just hanging out tonight. So, you know, you could watch this and just fall asleep to it. I don't want you to have any nightmares, though, because we are talking about this. Because I was thinking about it, right? Should we go off? You know, I'll put the color on, all right? I was thinking about it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get to that in a second. I want to show y'all something real quick. My day was very weird today. So I just want to talk about it a little bit. I think we can just go. How do I want to do this? Let me see. I think we can go to, let me check this slide out and see how this one would look. No, I don't want to do this slide. We can just go with this one. Yeah, let's go with this one. This is fine because I want to keep the Halloween theme. So I don't want to switch that up right now. So I had this injection. It's called a PRP injection. So I want to show y'all how that looks real quick, just so you can get an idea of it. And you know, I'm an athlete, so I play a lot of sports, a lot of basketball, and I grew up as a football kid. So, you know, I got a lot of wear and tear on my knees and stuff like that. So I got this PRP injection in my knee earlier, and I just want to show y'all how it looks. So if y'all want to check it out real quick, it's a very interesting process. I got all poked up right here. My arm is still like, I don't know, like the nurse, she almost like messed it up. Like, I don't know if y'all really can't see it, but this whole part right here is swole. She tried to get me on this side. I don't got very good veins. Like, so, you know, she had to jab me up all on the right side, and that didn't work. Then she started just poking me up on the left side, and, you know, eventually she got it to work, so they were able to take a whole bunch of my blood. And then basically it goes in this machine right here that I'm showing you. See if I can go on this machine right here, and it spins basically the platelets out of your blood. And then if you could look down at if you see this right here, this is basically showing the platelets that get separated, the yellow one, and they end up injecting that back into your knee. And so it's kind of crazy. I've had it before, and it was very interesting because it worked like magic. Like when I first got the PRP in my right knee about 4 years ago, I was feeling like I was going to retire from basketball and everything and just sports in general. And, you know, after a while, I was like, you know what, let me try this. And so it was crazy because back then it costed a lot to get this done. And, you know, now it costed even more. I don't really talk price and numbers on here, so, you know, I'm not going to get into the whole financial part of it. I'll just say that your insurance does not cover this. So I did this earlier today, and, you know, my knee's still kind of swole, but it heals up really quick. But it's kind of like magic because I thought it was over for me, and this, like, magically healed me. So it's kind of cool. Like, you can see they had to take a whole bunch of blood out of my arm, and then, you know, it mixes up and it turns into this yellow part on the left side, and then they take that and then they inject it back into you. And I actually got the injection process, so I'll show y'all that real quick. It's pretty interesting to look at. Let's see, I got it right here.
Nah, it's just for myself.
The doctor was like, the doctor was asking me while I was recording. I'm like, he don't even know, like, I do YouTube. So I don't even tell people I do YouTube. Like, just in real life, it's not really anything that I promote like that. For different reasons, right? But he was like, I was like, yeah, it's just for myself. I didn't get him on camera, so it really doesn't even matter. I wasn't trying to record him or anything, which is weird because all the visits we had leading up to this, he was like recording all our conversations for his AI, just I think more or less for research purposes. But, you know, it's kind of cool. Yeah, let's check it out though. This is me this morning getting the injection in my knee. And you can see those are the platelets. So this is my own body basically healing itself. It's very interesting.
What's better? Nah, I can feel it. Just feel it.
Hold on 1 second, Overdrive. Give me 1 second. Let's finish up the process. Yeah, it's very interesting, right? Like, so I just have like a lot of cartilage wear. I had 2 ACL surgeries. I mean, if you watch any sports, like, you know that it happens a lot to athletes. Well, not a lot. Actually, probably more than not. But I've had both of my ACLs repaired. And so, you know, I got this done. You can kind of see how it looks right here. That's the machine right there. Just want to get some visuals of it. And yeah, so I got that done, and I think it'll really help. What they were trying to do was, okay, so you asked about the cost. So this is kind of interesting, right? And I don't really like talking numbers, but this, so when I got it done 5 years ago on my right knee, and it actually worked really well. It costed $850. And this time I had to pay $1,020. This is not covered by insurance. To get this done, they're going to expect you to pay out of pocket. And the procedure took all of, I don't know, it was probably about 40 minutes total. I mean, they took a whole bunch of blood from me, put it into this machine, spun it around, and then the injection, I mean, you've seen it. The injection actually took like 60 seconds. And I seen a doctor for all he's seen me for like 2 minutes total. He pulled out the ultrasound machine, found out the best point to inject it in. And this goes through my whole knee, so it really helps out. What they were trying to do was give me cortisone shots. And if anybody understands cortisone shots, your insurance will cover cortisone shots, right? Like I can get those for free. But the one thing that I really would say that is better to understand is that you don't want to, if you can help it, do anything unnatural like a cortisone shot, because it doesn't actually fix the problem, where this is more gonna be like a cure rather than just a treatment. Cortisone, it begins to break you down. Like you'll feel good for a little bit, but it's a placebo. And so eventually you're gonna just end up in a situation where you're gonna continue to need them. And, years down the line, it'll start to really degrade that area where you're injecting the cortisone shots. So I didn't want to go the cheap route. And, one of the things that I'll always say is like your health is the most important and valuable thing that you can have in life. I guarantee you, if you ask any millionaire, anybody that's a millionaire right now, if you ask them, and let's say they're sick, or let's say they're old, or let's say, they're missing like a limb or something like that, or they have like diabetes, or they have any type of illness, and you ask them, hey, if you could just be 100% healthy, or you could have your youth back, or you could be able to walk without a limp, or anything like that, would you give up all the money to do it? And I guarantee you 99.9% of them would say yes. I would give all of this wealth, fame, whatever up just to be healthy again. And the reason why is because like you can always make back the money. I've never put a strong emphasis on money. That's why it's like, even the doctor was trying to push me, like, you really want to go with the PRP injection? It's so expensive. I'm like, yes. Like, he was trying to talk me out of it. I had to have 2 consultations just because he was really trying to push me to do cortisone. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'll just deal with the pain. Like, I need something that's actually going to fix me, and that's why it costs so much. And, I think that we put our money in the wrong places a lot of times. So, but yeah, that's how much it costed. Just over $1,000 for something that took like 40 minutes and was a pretty simple process for them. So shout out to the hospitals. Shout out to the medical system in America that's vastly overpriced. I'm pretty sure I could have got the same injection done. That actually might have been a good idea. And well, when you include flight and all that and travel, it would have been about the same. I'm pretty sure this injection, if I did it in a place like India or Mexico or something like that, it would have cost me a fraction of the price. They could probably do this for like $200 in Mexico or Venezuela or something. But after you include travel and all that, I don't know. I guess I could have took a trip for free. I could have went out there, hung out for like 3 days and got the shot and spent the other like $800-900 on just the trip in general, hotel fee, all that. So I don't know. It doesn't matter though. I do think we still have a really good healthcare system. I just think it's grossly overpriced. So if you got the money, then, you know, you can get whatever you need done at the highest level. If you don't got the money, though, they're going to be injecting you with cortisone until you can't walk no more. So it was really interesting. And, you know, since it's a late night show, you know, again, like just, you know, hang out, chill, and just have some fun. Because, like, really, you know, as we get into, here, let me take this off here. As we get into a lot of you know, into the topics that we're going to be covering, I think it's important to, you know what? I think we'll talk about it a little more as we go. Just how about this? Go ahead, grab some more. Make sure you get a little bit of salad too. Let's get into some of the topics, and then we'll just talk about it a little bit as we go. Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. We will do it like that. All right. Let's go to... Actually, let's check out... No, I don't want to do that yet. Let's check out some... I wanted to look at a couple other holiday things, but let's see what the latest update is on what's going on with the food stamp situation. And we'll do a couple of stories before we lead into the main topic where we talk about love and crime and hate specifically, because I think it'll be kind of interesting to look into that. Let's see. What do we got? Let's do this one. No, not that. Not yet. We'll get to that in a second.
Let's get to our political reporter, Sharm Sekedi. She's live at the State House right now, where Governor Healy says, Sharm, the money for SNAP is almost out.
Yeah, as early as late next week, actually, Ed. And tonight, the governor is blaming Republicans and President Trump and saying President Trump ought to reverse course. More than 1 million people in Massachusetts at risk of losing a critical food assistance program if the government shutdown continues.
As of the end of next week, SNAP benefits are going to be frozen. They go away.
SNAP benefits, or food stamps, are set to run out of funding next week.
Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to cut off SNAP benefits to people in America.
She says the federal government provides $240 million a month in SNAP benefits to Massachusetts. Senate Ways and Means Chairman Michael Broderick says it's tough for the state to cover that.
We just cannot backfill all these federal cuts, nor should we backfill all these federal cuts.
Massachusetts has an $8 billion rainy day fund, but there are concerns about dipping into it to cover federal cuts.
They're coming in health care. They're coming.
Let me see something. $8 billion, food stamps, $240 million a month. We'll just round up to $250. So that will cover 4 months for $1 billion. I mean, y'all can cover it if you want to over there. If you really want to cover the food stamp shortfall that you're dealing with right now, you could cover it with that rainy day fund. You got $8 billion just stowed away right now. Y'all doing good over there. And was this Massachusetts? This Boston? Yeah, y'all doing good over there. Good way to save. Hopefully you got that. Well, I don't know. Stock market's kind of crazy right now. You might not want to have it in there at this exact moment, but hopefully y'all invest in it wisely. Can make a lot of interest off of $8 billion.
Coming in food assistance, they're coming in housing assistance. We could drain that rainy day fund in a week.
The number one priority should be reopening the government so that we don't have to contend at the state level with things that we are ill-equipped to handle.
Governor Healy urging the president to make sure the SNAP program remains funded.
He is making a choice to cut off food for people right now. He needs to reverse that. We need to feed our families.
Now, the Greater Boston Food Bank says there's already increased pressure on food pantries, and if SNAP benefits are halted, that will make it even worse. We're live in Boston.
Yeah, so as you can see, the SNAP thing is still on top of mind as far as what people are dealing with not being able to get their food stamps, and we might see some crazy things happen over the next couple of weeks if this shutdown doesn't stop. And Trump, I mean, in all honesty, I don't think he cares at all whatsoever. Not from a standpoint of he's going to back down just because of this situation. I think at this point he's like, well, things are going to get worse before they get better. And he will be eating well through this whole situation, him and his family, as well as most of the other politicians. All of them. All the politicians involved in this shutdown are going to be eating just fine come November 1st. However, the people that they are governing over, well, it's not going to be the same for them. So very interesting. Definitely wanted to get an update on that whole SNAP EBT thing, and we'll continue to follow it. I did want to talk about the ChatGTP situation, but I think we'll save that for tomorrow. We can do that for Tech Thursday. Actually, let me save that. Usually we do a Tech Thursday unless there's something that we really have to get to. So I'm going to save that, and we'll come back to that a little bit later. But I did want to talk about ChatGTP's new web browser that's only on Mac OS. So actually, I need to download it anyways. I should probably test it out before I talk about it. I'll download it after the show and check it out real quick. Although I don't really want a web browser from ChatGTP. I think I use it enough as is without the web browser. And I can't really see how it can be much more beneficial. So I guess we can get into some of these stories that we wanted to talk about. But first I want to talk about like relationships in general. And, you know, like when we think about relationships, I think the relationships are weird because they're always synonymous with something negative, right? Like you look at relationships and then like think about the word. If you think about marriage, what do you think about when you hear the word marriage? You think about love. What's synonymous? What's the anonym to marriage? Divorce. Anytime you hear the word marriage, divorce is gonna come somewhere within the next paragraph, possibly within the same sentence, right? And when you think about boyfriend and girlfriend, you think about breakup. So I think that just relationships in general just have like this looming cloud over them a lot of the times, and it's very strange because it really proves to be the case. And I want to look at this before we get into a lot of these stories and we talk about this famous Twitch streamer. Well, I don't know how famous he is. He knows like Aiden Ross and stuff, so somewhat famous. He does pretty good. I think he's actually live now. Let me check real quick. Is he still live? He's offline now. We were going to check him out live, but he's offline. But he usually pulls in about 500 live viewers, and he's got 288 followers. So he's one of the people that are on the thumbnail. So we're going to go ahead and check him out in a second. But first I want to talk about The Golden Bachelor, all right? Let's talk about The Golden Bachelor. So if we look at a show like The Golden Bachelor, and it's actually airing right now, I think they're doing like hometowns and all that, which was weird because I've actually watched The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, the regular show. And when they do the hometowns, it's kind of crazy because they would go to, like, there'd be the last four contestants, and then, you know, the main protagonist, either the Bachelor or the Bachelorette, they would go to the hometowns of usually their family, like their parents, right? Because, you know, the Bachelor, Bachelorette, they're always within like the ages of like 20 to 40. So they go to their parents' house, and then they would meet their parents and their family. So The Golden Bachelor is different. I was actually watching it. I was going to one of the basketball games. I'm a big NBA. You know, I love watching NBA. College I like more actually, but I watch the NBA games. So I was flicking through the channels and Golden Bachelor was on. And when you see those reality shows, for some reason you just want to watch them. So I'm watching it, and I see this clip where the woman brings the man, the Bachelor guy. He brings the man. Let me see if I can see if we can get. No, it's not that guy. It's one of these dudes. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Let me see. Oh, these are just the girls. Where's the guy at, though? I want to see if we can see the guy. So basically, she brought him to her house, and she had like a nice like penthouse or whatever. And it was kind of weird because she didn't live with anyone. So she just had like her own place, and she lived in like a high-end apartment building. So they were out by her pool and all that. and they were just chilling. And it was like the opposite, right? Like her parents are gone. Like they're in like their 60s and 70s and all that. Like these are some of the women that were on there. Let me see if I think this might even be the woman's house that he went to. She's one of like the last contestants. They kind of all look the same a little bit. You see it right here, like fun facts, drinks more Diet Coke than water. Like that's an old person thing to do. So it was just kind of funny, you know, watching that because like they're in just a whole different situation. But I think it proves something about relationships, right? It's like they always fail, like for the most part. And I want to look at some of the situations and kind of understand how you get here. I mean, this woman is 71. Doesn't really look like it from this picture. But, I mean, 67. On a dating show at 67. Like, who would have thought? When these women were, like, 30 years old, like, The Bachelor wasn't even a show at that point. Like, they never thought they'd be in this situation, but here they are in their 60s to 70 years old. I mean, she is 77. On a dating show, got sent home week 1, couldn't even get through a week, spent 77 years on this earth to be cast out in the first week. 72, first week. First week, bruh. First week at 58. And it just shows that, like, you know, you kind of get to these points in life and it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, let me see, who's one of the latest ones left? Yeah, I think it was top three. It wasn't her. I think the one I seen was this woman right here. I don't know, I can't remember. But so, you know, you see this and then you see like the Golden Bachelor or whatever. And this is the guy right here. Okay, yeah, this is him. Yep, this is the one I seen. I watched it for like 10 minutes. And she was like, I'm in love with you. And he was like, I don't think I'm there yet. And he couldn't tell her that he loves her back. So it was just kind of crazy. And, you know, then I look at it and I see some of the different situations that are happening. And it's really interesting, right? So let's actually look at a couple of stories and we can further deep dive into some of this. And I think, should we start out with the Twitch streamer and his situation, or should we get to that one last? Because I got a bunch of news stories I want to get to. Let's save the Twitch streamer for last. Let's do that one last, all right? So, you know, actually, let's do it first. Let's get straight into it. Let's do the Twitch streamer first. And let's show how some of these relationships can turn into crimes and violence and ultimately the end. It's very interesting. I think we'll do this one real quick. So this guy here, actually, let me show his page real quick. This is his page right here. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Make that go back where it's supposed to. Get to see the graphics in the back, though, so it's kind of fun. Again, we're just chilling tonight, so it's all good. All right, so this is his page. Nah DZ. I don't know how to say his name. But this is him. He was actually, so I checked out his live stream. He was live a few hours ago after this all happened. But you see he's got 286,000 subscribers. He crashed out and is going virality over on a couple of different platforms like X. And I think that's what we'll go check the story out at. Yeah, let's go to X. We'll check it out here. And I'm just going to it's about a 5-minute video. We got time tonight. We're just chilling. So I'm going to let it play. We'll stop it at, you know, points that are relevant. And let's just check it out and look at a couple of different things in here and point them out.
You want to change personalities or act like you like something that you completely don't like?
The reason they fight is so
I'm
dumb.
gonna notice it. Because I notice everything. Okay, cool. Then find a new person. Stop dealing with me every day. This is how I am.
Why stop chasing me around? You're the one who told me to let you in the car.
Cool, bro. Cool, bro. Then I will never hang out with you again. Don't worry. I will never ask to be next to you again. I will not come next to you. You don't like me?
All you do is argue. Get off my dick.
No, bitch. Stay home. After he already told me he was going out with me.
Nah, man.
What? Yep. But that is.
You got rattled over a fucking black girl telling me what the fuck? Did she just hit me on camera? You saw how she just hit me on camera, right? You see how she just hit me on camera, right? The bitch just hit me on camera.
Bro foaming at the mouth, getting hit on camera, arguing over a woman at the drive-thru at Taco Bell.
Well, they
got a kid in the back too.
Fucking weirdo. The cops yo. Yeah. You are an abuser! Shut up, you fucking freak!
Why don't you let me talk?
You're a fucking abuser!
Why don't you let me talk?
Shut up! Keep lying to everybody.
Somehow he spits a lot when he talks. Somehow she ended up in the back seat with the kid. And now, so they're back to arguing. This is crazy.
In the world,
Yeah.
dumbass.
Yeah, because you rage every day.
Yeah, yeah.
The nicest, calmest
Yeah,
person.
yeah. This is why you were getting recorded in live stream because you're a fucking freak.
Such a good person.
Abusing me with the baby. Look at her. Abusing me with the baby. Look at her. Yeah.
Stop recording.
I'm not gonna stop recording you. Everybody's gonna see you, fucking weirdo.
That's fine. You're never gonna see your kids again.
I don't give a fuck. Shut
She's
up.
so
You're not a
stupid.
threat. You're not a threat. You're a fucking weirdo. Go fuck yourself. I'm dropping you off at your mother's. You go fuck yourself. Good. Go fuck someone else if you want to, you dumb whore. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go fuck someone else at the gym right now, bitch. See how you like it, you fucking whore. I'm gonna send you the video of me fucking him raw, dog. Stupid bitch. See?
Okay, so, like, what do y'all think about people, the couples that are in relationships and them trying to get revenge by having sex with someone else? I never really thought like that. Like, anytime that I was into it with somebody, my first thought was never to go have sex with someone else to make them upset. And as we go through, after we get through this story, we're going to look at a lot of other stories where it gets kind of tragic. And I just think, like, when the emotions are super high and you're moving like that, it's a bad move to make, because people make some irrational decisions when a lot of emotions are involved. But I never thought that, like, on purpose, trying to go and have sex with someone else was the right move to make. So when he tries to say, like, I'm gonna go have sex with someone else, and she's over there like, you know, I'm gonna bang your best friend or I'm gonna do that, I always thought that was super tacky. That was never my first thing that I ever wanted to do amidst or during or even after a breakup. Like, it doesn't even come to mind. It's very strange. It makes you wonder, like, how real any relationship is.
Dumb whore, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go fuck someone else at the gym right now, bitch. See how you like it, you fucking whore. I'm gonna send you the video of me fucking him raw, dog. Stupid bitch. See how you like it.
And he said he gonna do a raw too. That's crazy, bro. He said he gonna pick up a random sweaty woman from the gym and just have sex with her with no protection just because he's mad, and they're fighting over sauce at a Taco Bell. You wonder how diseases spread. Crazy. And he's serious too. Look at him. He can picture it right now. He was waiting for a reason.
Abusing me? You saw this in video, right? I'm gonna take you to court, bitch. Abusing me on camera? You're a fucking weirdo. Trying to crash the car while I'm driving? Turned off my car multiple times while I'm driving. You're a fucking weirdo. Shut up. Take your ass to court, bitch. We'll see who wins, pussy. Yeah. Videos. Yeah. Go abuse yourself and say I'm abusing you. Shut up. Go hurt yourself. Go jump the balcony and hurt your legs and tell me I'm abusing you. Fuck you, weirdo. She got rattled because I went to Taco Bell and some girl asked me, do I want sauce? I said yes. The bitch got so rattled. She got so jealous. Oh my God, now you want sauce? You never asked for sauce. Now you want fucking sauce?
I can't imagine, like, and, you know, usually in these situations, the man is the one that's a little more calm. But this guy right here has no chill. He spits when he talks. He'll bang anything that walks. Y'all know where that's from. Shout out to Eminem. He, like, you know, and then, like, the way he's communicating with her, especially in front of the kid, just shows no type of chill. I don't know how old this guy is, but, you know, I think that his behavior is a little bit over the top. I wouldn't even say a little bit, definitely over the top. He's not doing himself any favors. I think it's an absolute bad look for him in this situation. You know, he's definitely drawn a line in the sand. Let's continue to see how far this goes. It's such a dumb argument too, right? And the chances of them getting back together, at least in the short term, is high. Long term, they're not gonna last. I mean, we know that. They're definitely gonna break up. But I don't think they're gonna break up as soon as people think.
Fucking weirdo. At her mom's house right now. Fuck you.
Miles with this. Can you slow down?
Shut up.
Can you slow down?
Shut up, bitch. You already tried to crash the car. Shut up. You already tried to crash the car. Oh, now you care?
I gotta get Eminem again.
Shut up.
Shut up, bitch. Don't fucking lie to me. And what the hell's this guy's problem on the side of me? I hate you. I swear, oh my God, I love you. I'll get a grip, Marshall. One of these decides to grab a knife, and during the struggle, he accidentally gets his Adam's apple sliced. Now he slits his own throat. Now it's doubles homicide and suicide with no note. That's the type of time they're on. What's he driving, by the way? He slowed down when she said that. Bro is literally holding the camera. He got her and the kid in the back. Neither one of them had her seatbelt on. He's spazzing out, doing probably about at least 60. He probably slowed down when she said he was doing 80. So now they're on the road. Emotions are high. Didn't even get to eat their food, so now they're hangry. And they're just spazzing out literally on live right now. And bro is literally just like almost breaking the law at different points by the way that he's driving and holding his phone, and the kid's not strapped up correctly. I mean, this is absolutely insane. And it's all over the dumbest argument ever. Taco sauce. It's a bad look for fam.
But you don't record at home when you're not.
Yeah. Record what? Record what? Record what? Why don't you go live? Why don't you go live, huh? You're a fucking weirdo, bitch, that's why. I have to broadcast this shit because you're an abuser, bitch. Stupid ass whore. Fuck you. Fucking weirdo. I'm at your mom's house now, bitch. It's over. It's over. I'm at your mom's house now, bitch. Yeah. Fuck you. I hope you die. I hope you fucking rot and piss. Nigga, fuck you. We're at your mom's house.
Bro's tweaking, fam. That's the Monster Energy drinks. He the type to drink a Nas. Look, they got the Taco Bell right there, and they didn't even get a chance to eat it. I wonder what he got. Think he got a Mexican pizza? Yo, like, this is super wild. Like, the way he's screaming at her and all that, like, got her in the back. Like, she got the sunshade trying to block her away from being recorded. The baby back there don't know what's going on. He over there calling her all kind of crazy names. No respect whatsoever. She's still with him. He got the old model, whatever he got. He ain't even have a touchscreen in his joint. He got 300,000 subscribers though. He said he recording by any means. He got 1% left. He ain't never shutting the stream off. Everything is content for these people.
I'm on Instagram Live, and she's hitting me on stream while I'm driving. I'm not doing this. Get her out of my car. Get out of my car. I'm not gonna get abused on stream. She's abusing me on stream. I'm not doing that. Get her out of my car. Get out of my car. You know why she got mad? Because I asked for sauce at Taco Bell. I asked for sauce.
He went and told her mom.
Get her out of my car. Get her out. I'm not getting abused by any woman hitting me on stream. On stream. I'm not gonna sit here and defend myself. No. Yeah, I'm a coward. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just get out.
She's still in the back of the car. Both these fools is 100% toxic. Like, why you ain't got out the car yet? You got the baby in there. He's screaming at you. And you saying right there, getting annihilated by him.
Just get out.
She knows that.
Just get out. Abuse it. Go ahead. Get out.
Right here.
Get out.
He was speeding like crazy.
Get out, you fucking weirdo. Get out.
They both want to be the victims too.
He's embarrassing me.
You're an embarrassment to life. I swear to God. Get out of my fucking car. Get out! Get out! Get out of my fucking car! Sick and tired of being abused. I'm fucking tired of it. Yeah, I'm crazy.
He locked me out of the house at night for a long time.
Can you get out of my car? You fucking weirdo.
He locked me out of
Get
the house.
out!
Look, I have bruises all over because he locked me out of the house.
Yeah.
But the night I egged his car.
Yeah.
He locked me out with the kids.
Yeah. You egged my car. You fucking you threw a milk jug on my car. You're a fucking disaster.
Yeah, so then the video cuts out after this, and then he was talking about it on his live stream. I went over there and checked it out. I was just trying to see what was going on since I was going to be covering it, doing a little bit on this story. And, you know, it's crazy because, like, man, I kind of got to the point where it's like, I've had, like, definitely, I think we've all, well, I don't know about all of us. Most people don't even really have, like, real relationships to the point where the passion gets to this level. And if they do, usually it ends with one person having their life ended sooner than it should be over something that it should have never happened in the first place. Like now for me though, like I guess you really, if you want to take the risk of being in a relationship, sometimes you can't really predict what someone else is gonna do. You can make a good educated guess, but people can change at any moment. I'll just say this, like this whole thing that he's doing, like I never got into this. I never argued with women like that. Like you can pull all that, but you get like one opportunity to do something like that. I'll give you one, and then, you know, we might have a conversation. You're gonna have to take a break. You might not see me for probably like a week. We'll take a break. We might come back to it. You pull it again, and it's just over. Like, that's it. So I'm the type of person you would have to take out permanently because I'm not even going to fight with you. Like, it's not worth it to me. I dissipate my energy in a lot of other ways rather than arguing with a woman, especially in front of kids, especially when I'm driving on the road. You know, she could lose her mind, try to grab me or, you know, grab the steering wheel or something like that, make us crash. And it's not even about us at that point. You could hurt somebody else that's on the road. So it's like, you know, for me, nah, I don't like none of this. And, you know, trust me when I tell you, like, I've had women do some crazy stuff over me. Like, I mean, I've like, I don't know. I could get into it. I'll talk about it in a little bit. I'll just say that, you know, it's hard to talk about certain things because, like, but, you know, one of the things that I always am going to be is transparent on everything. So it's like, if I speak about something, I'm going to speak about it all the way. Or if I'm not going to speak about it, I just won't say anything. But I'm going to get into a couple of my situations, but I'm going to wait to do that until later. Because I just want to talk about this situation a little bit. And, you know, you see these situations, right? And I don't know what the backlash or, you know, kind of what this guy's facing. I wonder, let me see. Y'all want to check out some of the comments? We can check out some of the comments and see what we got. I don't usually look at the comments, but let's look at them real quick and see. This is over on X. Hold on, I ain't want to do that. Y'all get some pizza yet? Did y'all like the caramel apples? The salad looked good. Did you put croutons in with your salad? It's a lot of sugar and I mean, like, the salad I don't even think balances out with this meal, but it's what you get when you're eating in the middle of the night. All right, let's look at some of the comments. I just want to see. A few days back, crashed out on his wife for cheating on him. Well, I didn't even see this. Hold on, is this the same guy? It's on IG Live. Hold on, let's check this one out real quick. Hold on. Okay, this is the same guy. So they got into it again? So, okay, hold on, wait. So let me get this right. Few days back. So what we just watched literally happened like a few hours ago, right? Like earlier today. Now it's looking like this was like 3 days before this. All right, let's check this one out real quick. I didn't even know about this one.
You get mad because I want to go and work. You get mad because I want to provide. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm tired of you. You get mad as fuck because I took you out for 3 hours. I'm done.
Look at my daughter crying because he's been screaming.
Yeah. Oh, now you want? Oh, you know I'm live streaming now. So now you want to sit here and be fuck. You're a fucking.
It can be good to be around this guy. He spits every time he talks.
I'm done. I'm leaving the house. I'm done. You're not getting shit from me.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like, one of my things is like having really clean breath. And when I yell, I don't even like spit like that. I have to be like super drunk. But I got these right here. I be popping Listerine strips in. I think Banks told us that long back in the day. He said, pop a Listerine strip in before you get all up in the chick face. All right, fresh breath, man. Especially if you're gonna spit when you talk. All right. I like that. That feels in the back of my throat.
Fucking joke. Telling me you're gonna go cheat on me, sleep with another man. Go fuck yourself, whore. Fucking dumb bitch. Just like my ex, my nigga. Both the same.
Speeding in the car with
I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. Suck my dick. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You wanna piss me off? Wanna tell me you're gonna go cheat on me? Nigga, suck my dick. You don't tell me you're gonna go cheat on me, nigga. Fuck you. Give a fuck what you're talking about. You wanna tell me you're gonna do whatever the fuck you want. Fucking loser.
screaming, cursing, throwing a fit the entire time.
The chat over there telling her to
now
beat
you
her
wanna be
up.
calm, right? Now that I'm live streaming, right? Pussy ass nigga. Fucking weirdo. Fuck you! Like I said, fuck you! You're not gonna tell me you're gonna go cheat on me, and I'm gonna be.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this is an L. This is an L for bro. Like, and she doing like the frog and the dancing frog. So she antagonizes him all the way up until she figures out that the public is watching. Then she begins to look like the victim. So he looks more like the idiot out of the situation. And honestly, like, look, this is how it starts, right? I mean, this is a guy right here that, so the video we just watched was succeeding this. So this is 3 days before. And before we even knew that this was happening, I said, these people are not going to break up. He's going to be right back with her. He's probably with her right now, honestly. They probably already back together right now doing the same thing. And like I said, eventually it'll break up. And is he a stepdaddy? Because she keeps saying my daughter, not our kid. This person in the comments saying, don't worry about the girl, worry about your kid. I don't think that's his kid. Why would he act like that around his own kid? Like, that's something that, because, you know, women want to have stepfathers and all that. And, you know, the majority of the time, they can never care about your kid like the actual father can. So, you know, you look at this situation, like, if that was his actual kid back there, he would not be wilding out like that. So 100% he's a stepfather too. He's taking care of some other man's baby, bro. Like, that's already an L on his part. Look, the kid back there.
I'm tired of you. You get mad as fuck because I took you out for 3 hours. I'm done.
Look at my daughter crying because he's been screaming.
Yeah, she said it right there. She said, my daughter's crying because of his screaming. And then the daughter goes, she starts whining right here.
Screaming is him. Look at my daughter crying because he's been screaming.
Yeah. Oh, now you want. Oh,
And
you
he
know,
live
I'm
streaming it
now,
all.
So now you want to sit here and be.
Yeah, that's an L. All right, let's go through a couple of more of the comments. Yeah, this dude said it right here. And she threatening to like sleep with other guys and all that while she with him. It's like me knowing he on live while arguing with his BM. So that is his kid. They both need to be in jail for child. That's what I'm saying. This is not a good look for this guy. Like, I don't really look at the comments a lot of times because for me, I actually like to think for myself. So I always give my own opinion. After I give my opinion, I'll look at the comments. Kind of like when I play video games. I'll beat the video game by myself, and then after that, I'll like watch other people play the game because I like to just watch and see how they completed the game and stuff like that. But I always like to make my own decisions and not be controlled by other people. Is this another one of them? Aiden Ross offers to help with his current situation after getting smacked by his baby mama asking for a Taco Bell. Oh, this is one we just watched. What did Aiden say? Oh, let me see.
You're not a threat. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. You a bitch.
Everyone may laugh at this video. Is this Aiden Ross's actual page? All right, let's see. Everyone may laugh at this video, but this is sad. Nad always showed love and helped me in the start of my career. Call me ASAP. Let me get you my lawyer. Let's get you and your child out of that environment ASAP. I have a house I rent out you can stay in. Oh, okay, so when I tuned into his live stream, he was on Twitch live streaming like a few hours ago, and I was just kind of listening because I'd never heard of this guy until I just seen this situation, so I ain't know nothing about him. And he was talking about the situation, saying like he's gonna move out and go stay with Aiden and all that, so I guess that was based off of this tweet. So Aiden Ross is gonna give this guy a place to stay, it looks like. And so it's kind of crazy, but I don't know. Like, he's a crash out. All he's really going to do, and he's not going to leave the woman that he's with. So he's just going to follow, like she's going to follow him wherever she goes because he's going to bring her with. And then the other part about it is he'll do the same thing with another woman. He already said that his ex said she's going to cheat on him. So he gets no respect from the women that he's with. They don't respect him at all. Like, I can't even tell you, like, I probably had a woman do it to me like once. You can't control what somebody else does, but like, I never had a woman just like be like, yo, like, I'm gonna cheat on you. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's just a weird thing to happen. But if it does happen, like, you gotta remove yourself from that situation immediately. Like, bro is just staying in there, just taking punishment and looking like a complete idiot throughout it all. And then Aiden Ross comes in and he begins to say he's gonna help her. She has the same energy as the girlfriend who deleted his 2K career worth $400,000. Wait, was that? Oh, I think I remember this. Hold on, let me play this. This is the same dude that got his. Hold on, let me see this one. Do y'all remember this one? This was a while ago though. This wasn't recent. This is like some years back. One of the streamers deleted like this dude's 2K career, and it was worth like $500,000, I guess. I had to turn down the sound. If you got headphones on, it's over for you. Is this the same guy?
I'm done with you. I'm done.
He crashed out over a video game. I ain't gonna lie though, like, yeah. I mean, I play like RPGs and stuff like that. So like sometimes you got like 25 hours put into a game, and if somebody deletes your save file, like I ain't gonna lie, that hurts. So, and if you had a 2K career worth of $500,000 and like your girlfriend deleted it all with the push of a button, that's kind of sick, bro. And you know, a lot of people make a lot of money from streaming video games, so it's a real thing. All right, let's check out a few more comments before we move on. This is the same, damn, they got all kind of footage on bro. All right, let me see. Look, this the same guy. This looks like much earlier. You can see his beard is looking a little bit different. All right, let's check this video out. So he was already divorced. Every relationship fails.
Yeah, I'm crying like a little bitch. I'm crying like a little bitch because I just broke up with my girl. 4 years down the drain. But I just can't do it to myself. I'm so fucking hurt for what she did to me. And I just gotta move on. That shit hurts so fucking bad breaking up with her. Because I've always loved her, but I just can't go back with somebody who cheated on me, who fucked somebody else. All the shit she said about, I don't know, bro. I know it's the past, but yeah, I'm crying.
Yeah, I remember this actually. I do know who this guy. Like I didn't know who he was, but I seen this. He's been on the internet for a while. This is probably like 3-4 years ago, something like that. And yeah, I thought this was actually fake, but it was real. That's crazy. And yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Like, I can't be upset if a woman cheats though. Like, I've had one situation where a woman, she didn't necessarily cheat because we broke up. Like, we broke up and then she was with somebody else, like, shortly thereafter. I mean, it's a whole story, so. But I didn't even feel anything, like, from that standpoint. It didn't hurt me or anything like that because it's just, like, you having sex with somebody else does no pain to me. It's actually, like, it hurts you. And the person that she was with, like, she wasn't even with him after a while. So you just basically just, like, gave your body up to someone else that was a lesser man than me. Like, honestly, not even no shade or hate. It's just the truth. And then you ain't even end up with him. And then you try to get me back, and it was like it was over at that point because I don't go back to exes. If we break up, I'm done with you forever. I'm telling you, like, that's the one thing that, you know, I don't think, like, I don't hate any of the women that I've ever been with, but would I ever get back with them in a relationship? Absolutely not. If we break up, that's just it. If you decide to be with somebody else after you're with me, that's the end of it. It's over with. And that's how it should be for everybody, even on the woman's side. You know, that's a little more subjective, but definitely on the man's side. If your woman has sex with someone else, then, you know, that's just the end of the relationship. And trust me, it's going to end anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of time. But, you know, that basically just closes that chapter. I don't know. Let's see if we got one more crash out by him. They keep on bringing up crash out videos of him every time we look. Yeah, this dude here, so he was crying about the situation. Yeah, women gonna be the downfall of this guy, but really the downfall is his own self and his own character, and it's not gonna get much better for this dude. He can't control his impulses, and he's very weak. So, yeah, I think we'll leave him alone for now. I want to get into a couple of other stories real quick. How much time we got? We had an hour. All right, that works. Let's go ahead and look at some of these news stories and just see how love, hate, crime are basically all synonymous with each other. Like, it really goes in that order, right? Sometimes the crime part doesn't happen, but the hate part usually always happens. And I guess I could have threw breakup in there because the breakup always happens. I would say like 99% of relationships fail. And usually the only reason if they don't fail it would be for one of the people loses their lives untimely. So then that person's more of a martyr than anything. Or I think that's probably it. Yeah, I don't really I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there are some people that like stay together for their whole lives, but I would say it's such a fraction of the percentage that it doesn't even register. It's like 0.00001% of people that actually stay together. I would say the high percentage of them fail, and the proof is with a show that we looked at, like Golden Bachelor. I mean, these are people that believe that they're the prize, but at 70 years old, you're on a dating show trying to take your last chance at love within the last possibly. I mean, that woman, how was the one woman? Oh, let me go back real quick. The woman was like 77 on the Golden Bachelor, bruh. I got it right here. And she ain't even make it to the, where's she at? She ain't even make it to, let me see. I say 81. Oh, she's 61. 77, bruh. 72. She does not look 72. I ain't gonna lie. Modern science is incredible. These women look better than some of the women that are in their 30s just from, I mean, obviously they're glammed up for the picture and all that, and they're in their best lighting and camera angles and all that, and definitely some Photoshop and touch-ups. But regardless of the fact, like, I mean, just from a, body-wise and all that, 71, bruh. Got sent home in week 2. Like, this is crazy, fam. 67. 71. Sent home in week 3. Like, if you can't, like, I mean, you got to, it still ain't work. This is proof that all relationships fail. And then the dude, he couldn't even, like, he had a woman that was ready to be with him, and this guy right here was like, nah, bro, I can't even commit. And he like 100 years old. How old is he? Yeah, this is what I seen. I don't know how old he is. He probably like 100. I don't know. So it's kind of crazy. All right, let's look at some of these more, I want to say, these stories are kind of deadly, actually. But I think it's something that we got to talk about. It's a midnight show. Like, what else? Like, what? Look, this is not our afternoon show. There ain't no kids that's supposed to be watching this show. This is supposed to be for the adults and the people that are like 70 on the Golden Bachelor and all that. Now, this is depressing. Don't watch it if you're 70 on the Golden Bachelor.
But first, a Tracy love triangle, now a double homicide. Tonight, a husband is in jail, charged with murdering his wife and her girlfriend. And cops say all three lived in the same home together. Good evening, everyone. I'm Marley Ginter.
And I'm Tony Lopez. Lots to get to tonight. The investigation underway right now in Tracy on Sunflower Lane. That's where we find CBS 13's Steve Large with what led up to this deadly confrontation.
Well, this is the home where this
I gotta
all
stay
played out, and
hydrated.
the police say this husband shot and killed his wife and her girlfriend, and police say that the two women were in a romantic relationship that all three were aware of. In another twist, police say that husband then drove himself to a police station to turn himself in. The mugshot for the Tracy man in an open marriage.
They said it was him and two women. There was an open marriage.
Oh my God, I fucking hate myself right now.
Wow. And I want to talk to the guys. Y'all can't even get one woman. You can't even get a half a woman. You can't get a woman to let you take her on a date. You offer a woman a steakhouse and she still turns you down. You say, I'll take you to a steakhouse. I got a massage set up. I'll get us a nice hotel suite. You ready to spend like $1,500 in a night just to, have something romantic. have somebody that actually cares about you and loves you, and you can't get it. And this guy right here got 2 of them. He had a whole love triangle and ended up clipping both of them. And you over here on dating websites trying to figure it out.
To turn himself in. The mugshot for the Tracy man in an open marriage who confessed to killing his wife and her romantic partner.
On Monday, May 8th, around noon, a Satnam Sumal came to the Tracy Police Department and reported that he had shot his wife and his wife's girlfriend.
Sergeant Michael Richards says all 3 lived in this home and the husband, Sumal, was aware of the relationship between his wife and her girlfriend.
It's our understanding right now that both victims were involved in a romantic relationship.
Is there a motive that's clear-cut at this point?
That's part of our investigation that we're going through right now, and hopefully we can flesh that out in the future.
Yeah, it is like, it's a calm place actually.
Karupaya lives nearby. He was unaware of the relationships described by police.
This bro got the same name twice? What on earth would have you name yourself the same thing over and over? So your nickname would just be your name, only saying it once? Let me hear that again.
And hopefully we can flesh that out in the future.
Yeah, it is like, it's a calm place actually.
Karupaya lives near.
Judge, my physical and mental, my physical as well as my mental fitness.
And bro, why the hell you ain't buy some new teeth? You wouldn't bought a house. I mean, okay, that's not a bad investment.
Right now, and hopefully we can flesh that out in the future.
Yeah, it
but
is
bro,
like,
2 teeth are gonna cost you about $3,000, bro. I know. 2 teeth are gonna cost you about $3,000. Cause if you get that one fixed over on this side, you're gonna have to do the other one so they match up. So you go ahead and just buy 2 crowns. It looked like he did buy that one that's like, but he opted for the cheapest package. You got to pay like $1,500 a tooth, bro. Like, I'm just telling you. But it's worth it, bro. But I don't think he cares. You know what? He doesn't care. He's got the same name twice.
It's a calm place, actually.
Karupaya lives nearby. He was unaware of the relationships described by police inside the home and surprised that gun violence would play out so close by. Neighbors described the household as quiet.
Why are you even talking to him? He had nothing to do with it.
And it's a very unfortunate in this community this happened. I feel very bad about it.
A love triangle that ended with 2 women dead
you don't
and
even
a
know
man in
anything
jail
about it.
after he walked into the Tracy police station to report the brutal crime himself.
It's fairly unique, yeah. In my 20-some-odd years in law enforcement, I can't think of that ever happening.
Neighbors say 2 children under the age of 10 also lived in this home. They were not home at the time of the shooting.
Bro, and why the kids always involved? The streamer we seen, the kids is right there. Like, one of the reasons why, like, I don't argue with, like, especially, like, domestics and stuff is because the kids be, like, the only people that really deal with the fallout. Like, you know, they got to deal with y'all fighting, with y'all breaking up, with y'all killing each other. Now the kids ain't got no parents. Paya's over there, still ain't got no teeth. Like, ain't nobody winning, bro. Nobody won. Everybody's dead and in jail. And it all started with love. It all started with a relationship. It all started with tender care and concern and feelings. And they all turned into crime and violence. Let's continue to go through these stories, though. We got a handful that we got to get to. We're just going to rapid fire these ones out. Let's get it.
First at 5, a deadly shootout in the parking lot of a post office this afternoon, apparently the result of a love triangle.
Things got heated there. Police say the woman in the middle was unharmed, but both men apparently pulled guns. All this breaking out around noontime today in the parking lot of the post office at Lanark and Austin Highway. Police are telling us that one man walked up to the vehicle of the woman and the man and then began shouting. Investigators believe both men, though, drew handguns and fired. One man was hit and killed. The other is claiming self-defense. He is now in custody, but his mother told our crew on the scene that he was romantically involved with the woman there.
So you was just there, bro, for no reason, but also in a romantic relationship the victim. Like, bro, like what? And the crazy part about it is, oftentimes, if they had a year, and I'm giving a really extended period of time, it shouldn't even be that long. Maybe even like just one full day. I don't think a day is enough, because you might plot that whole situation out for a day. But I say like a solid like year, you wouldn't want to kill the person that you were with anymore. Like all of that would wear off and you'd be like, whatever. But people, like crimes of passion are they're the most dangerous crimes, because people can't even see straight, bro. All they be seeing is red. And, you know, I don't even know how you become attached to somebody like that. Like, I've never really felt like that. I've had people say they feel like that about, but like, honestly, like, I think attachment and love are two different things. Like, to love somebody, I don't think you can actually kill them, though. I don't think you can kill somebody that you love. You could kill somebody that you're attached to or that you feel like you need, right? And I think that relationships, you should have a need for the person that you're with, because if you don't have a need for them, then there's really no reason for y'all to be together. But I mean a need not in a way where it's like, I'll kill you if I don't get what I need because I'm going to die anyways. More like a need like, you know, you cook for me and I provide the food, or, you know, you cook for me and I protect you, or, you know, I buy the car and you drive it, right? Or I'm good with the computer technical stuff and you're good with the writing and the organization skills, right? Things like that. Because, you know, when you get to this point, I mean, now you're in the parking lot of a post office and you got people over there with yellow tape, and there ain't no going back from this. It's very crazy. Let's check out another one. Just doesn't stop.
Talk it out, maybe scream at each other a little. Like, I get that, but I don't get the violence.
On December 19th, a little before 5 o'clock in the morning, the Hays County Sheriff's Office says they received a 911 call. The person who called hid their phone in their pocket, and crying and arguing from both a female and male voice could be heard. When deputies arrived, the caller told them that David Urias Mejia Villagran had a firearm. His wife was found shortly after with a head injury. To understand what happened there, you first have to grasp the events that unfolded earlier that morning.
I actually walked by it the morning of when it happened.
Samantha Alejo Gloria told CBS Austin she was walking her dog early last Wednesday morning when she saw crime scene tape from the South Shore apartment complex's mailboxes to the fitness center.
We've been hearing gunshots for like couple of months. We didn't think much of it, just thought it was some like drunk shenanigans.
Before the shooting, Urias Mejia Villagran's son Brandon Mejia Barrias told
it ain't never a shenanigan for people to be shooting guns off in a neighborhood where there's a whole bunch of apartments and population. Like, you ain't in the right neighborhood, shorty, but then again, I guess it can happen anywhere.
Deputies, his dad had asked him to take him to the back of the Austin apartment complex. There, he spotted his mother's car and his father got off on foot to find her. Mejia Barrias said he heard 2 loud pops and was asked by his dad to help jumpstart his mother's car. As Mejia Barrias approached the car, he saw his mother in the front seat and a body lying on the ground next to the passenger side.
I don't know how in the world this sort of thing could have happened, especially with these kind of people around.
Once the car was running, Mejia Barrias told police his father dragged the body to the rear of the vehicle. Austin police found 28-year-old Jorge Ordonez Perez dead at the back of the apartment complex on Willow Creek Drive, partially covered by a concrete parking stop.
They sent out an email saying the tragic passing of a resident, but didn't include any details. Probably for that reason, they don't want the residents feeling unsafe.
Urias Mejia Villagran told police about a month ago he accused Ordonez Perez.
Bro, if they wanted to make you feel like you are safe, they would say this is an isolated incident and Jorge was sleeping with this man's wife and he gave him 2 to the dome and the suspect's been arrested and that's the end of it. The last thing you want to do is not give details to the residents, just say, yeah, somebody mysteriously died. People are going to think that it's a serial killer running around and they're gonna be worried. But they could have easily like cured everything that you had. The apartment complex is trolling y'all. They had the information. They ain't even want to give it to you. This is crazy. And he just bought it like it's all cool.
They sent out an email saying the tragic passing of a resident, but didn't include any details, probably for that reason. They don't want the residents feeling unsafe.
Urias Mejia Villagran told
The
police
apartment
about a
building is
month ago
grimy.
he accused Ordonez Perez of being in a romantic relationship with his wife and said if it continued, he would kill him. He also later admitted to APD that he used a tracking device to find his wife's car and brought his own handgun with him. Urias Mejia Villagran said when he approached his wife's car, he saw her on top of Ordonez Perez and shot him out of jealousy.
It solves nothing, absolutely nothing. It just leaves you feeling regret, and it hurts more people than it helps.
In Austin, Monique Lopez, CBS Austin News.
And with the invention of air tags and GPS, I mean, it's already been out, right? But the air tags make it a lot easier. You can buy air tags for like $3 for like $50 or something like that. You can take your iPhone right here. You got your iPhone. You just gonna go ahead and attach that to your air tags, and then you can plant one in the wheel well of your wife's tire. And when she says that she's going to the store to go get food for the family, but all of a sudden her phone doesn't work, you say, you know what, let me go ahead and see what's going on, see where she might be at. And then all of a sudden you drive past it. She ain't at the grocery store? And then you pull up to Jorge's house. You don't even know who he is exactly. And you peek through the window and you see her on top, just getting banged out by Jorge. She in there just, oh my God, you're so much better than my husband. Oh my God, she just biting her hat. It feels so good. It feels so good. In a jealous rage. And then
FBI, open up!
Jorge's dead. Your wife's dead. You in prison. Closed case. And apartment building, tell the people that, man. Stop making them think that, you know, people are mysteriously just dying around there. No, the wife decided to go have sex with another man while she was being tracked by her jealous husband, and he wasn't having it. And she could have avoided all of this by going through the proper channels of getting rid of him in a divorce or something like that. And I mean, a guy like that is not the one you want to take half from. She needed to just get a divorce from him and probably give him half. Like, you gonna have to pay your way out of that, shorty. Like, you need to give him alimony support and make sure that you're not trying to take him. Because look, you're gonna take him to court and the court's gonna railroad him, and they're gonna be like, you're gonna have to give her alimony, child support. Y'all ain't even got a child, but she still needs child support. She's gonna need housing. And all the while she's gonna be banging Jorge. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna kill you, and you're like, the money's not gonna mean anything because you're gonna be dead. So the best thing to do in that situation is pay him, take him to court, get the divorce, and then say, you know what, I am going to pay you to stay the hell away from me. And that's the smartest thing, but she chose not to, and you see it again. Let's go to another one.
Developing this morning, a man and woman are shot dead at an HEB parking lot after what police call a deadly love triangle. So this all happened on the southeast side at the HEB on South Cross in New Braunfels. Police say 49-year-old Lorenzo Aleman pulled into the parking lot, found his wife with another man. Police say that Aleman shot them both, killing them both. Police found him several hours later, and as you can see in the video here, arrested him.
Detectives were able to get information from the witnesses. So again, the witnesses played a huge role in this. They were able to identify the suspect. They were able to find the license plate of the suspect, and they were able to identify the suspect in a lineup. So again, if you see something, say something. It does matter, and it helps speed up the process in finding these suspects.
That's a good reminder. This is also from San Antonio Police. The public there reminding everyone there are free resources for folks who find themselves in an abusive relationship. They say, the police do, Their family violence prevention hotline is available 24/7. If you want to talk to somebody, you call that number you see, 210-733-8810. If you do call...
The only thing that you can do to prevent this is not getting with the person in the first place. Because, like, this guy, it doesn't matter. You can try to prevent his crime, but you can't keep him in jail forever because he ain't committed a crime yet. You might get him on, like, terroristic threats or threats of domestic violence or something like that. But how long can you hold him? You can't keep him forever. Eventually, he's going to get out and he's going to get the job done. He was hell-bent on it. And look, you don't need to go and get a manhunt for him. You know who did the crime. If there's ever a time where a man and a woman are both executed, the third person is the one that did it, because all relationships have a third person involved. So if you got a boyfriend and a girlfriend, either the girlfriend has another guy on the side, or the other guy has another girl on the side, or another guy on the side. They could be like trisexual, try anything, bisexual, with anyone. But regardless, and they might both have someone, but the thing that you can count on 100% is there's always a third person involved in every two-person relationship. And I'll come with some good quotes. And, you know, so it's not hard to find the person that did it. I mean, all you have to do is just look at who they were in a relationship with within the last either current or month, and you'll be able to find a person. I would say that most crimes that are committed on people have something to do with a relationship of some sort, even if it's not romantic. That's the first person you got to look at. So, you know, you got that. All right, let's keep going. We got plenty more.
Breaking news at 6:30, Atlanta police tell us a lover's quarrel ends with 3 people shot overnight at an apartment complex in Northwest Atlanta. Police say a woman's ex-boyfriend shot her and her new boyfriend in the leg sometime after 2 a.m. The victim's new boyfriend returned fire, hitting the ex in the leg. This all happened at the Peaks at MLK. Police say all 3 were rushed to the hospital, but didn't give information on their conditions at.
And these people are broke too. That's the worst part. This was like 4 years ago, but I mean, look at what you're driving. You in a Buick, is that a Buick LeSabre? That's not a Regal. That could be a Buick LeSabre. That might actually be a Regal. I think that is a Regal. I don't know. But regardless of the fact, look, bro, the last thing you need to be worrying about is who your wife is having sex with, bro. Go get you enough money to get a new car. And you better not have payments on that old ass LeSabre either, because that's unacceptable. Like, at least had a new latest joint out. Like, you should have like a 2021 Suburban. This was 4 years ago, so I guess that would make sense. But listen, man, y'all out here really just killing each other over nothing, like over emotions. And look, you know, I make this live stream and I talk about it, and, you know, some people will see it, some people won't. My thing is this, though. I hope that this can help at least one person from making an impulse decision that's going to end their life, because a lot of times you'll look back and say, like, what was I thinking at that time? I could have did something extremely insane. And the crazy part about it is right now, as I'm recording this, there's probably about like 1,000 people throughout just the United States alone that are thinking about killing somebody, getting into a fight. What time is it? It's 1:23 Central Time right now. So that means people out at the bar, people are drunk, they're getting ready to go home. There's all kind of other people involved. They fighting. And whatever's happening tonight is going to be a news story in the morning. And I might just cover it. Let's keep on going, though. Y'all got to get your lives together at least first, though. Like, that's crazy.
We are outside the apartment building where police say they found the victim. They said they found him on a third-floor apartment inside a bedroom. They say he was shot at close range, and they believe there was a struggle because furniture inside that bedroom was overturned. Philadelphia police say around 12:30 this morning, they got a 911 call about a shooting at 3801 Conshohocken Avenue. That's in Winfield Heights. They say inside an apartment bedroom, they found a 35-year-old man. He had been shot in the head and the chest. He was in bed and pronounced dead at the scene. Police then learned the possible shooter was at an apartment building right next door. Well, they found that man outside of the building. They also made contact with a woman who said it's her apartment where the deadly shooting took place. She saw it happen. Police say they are investigating this as a possible love triangle.
We believe the female who was a witness had a relationship with both of these males, and we know the shooting took place inside of her apartment.
Back out here live, police say the 33-year-old suspected shooter is in custody. Officers also tell us they spent several hours this morning combing the woods behind this building and in the woods behind the apartment right next to us, looking for the weapon. They believe that suspected shooter may have thrown the weapon in the woods, and they are still looking for it.
He's going to be caught whether they find a weapon or not. He's done for. All kind of surveillance. The woman going to give you up eventually because they're going to threaten her as an accomplice if she don't tell what happened. So the problem is like at 33, you spent your whole life all the way till 33. You done already had like 5 failed relationships. You've been on every date nap. This woman, you met her on a date nap most likely. And I think we're going to get to a couple of date nap stories in a second. But it's like, so you go ahead and spend 33 years on this earth, and then the other guy's 35. And then all of a sudden, you, after all your failed relationships, you know this one's going to fail again because you're with a woman that's cheating on another guy, and she's cheating with you at this point. And then you go in there and you take him out. And then after that, you're going to go to prison for the rest of your life, and she going to end up getting 2 more guys, getting banged out in her low-budget apartment, and that's going to be the end of it. And she ain't going to send you no mail in jail, bruh. No mail. This has to be some of the dumbest situations I've ever seen. Killing somebody over a love triangle is just the dumbest situation ever. I can't think of anything worse, honestly. I can't. I think stepping on somebody's sneakers in the club is more of a reason to shoot somebody than a love triangle. Like somebody wants to use their own body to have sex with someone else, and it hurts you in what way? Like, I don't get that. Like, if you take your own self and go have sex with someone else, I feel no pain at all. It doesn't even affect me. You're not even... I mean, I guess if they were plotting to like kill you or like steal all your money or like maybe that's a little bit different, but just the act of having sex is just dumb. Let's check out another one.
A woman was shot and killed just minutes after posting about the domestic violence she was facing. Family members say 34-year-old Mariah Samuels lost her life this weekend to that violence. John Lauritsen spoke with Samuels' loved ones.
Nothing bad I could ever say about her. I don't think nobody has bad things to say about her.
One day after she was shot and killed, those closest to Mariah Samuels created a memorial in her honor. She was a mother of 2 boys and a dog groomer who enjoyed spending time with family and friends.
She loves animals. She loved her son. She was sweet. She was outgoing. She was free-spirited. We loved each other. She's my everything.
Just before 8 o'clock Sunday morning, Minneapolis police found her shot here in North Minneapolis, just feet from her own front door.
Samuel's family members believe her ex-boyfriend is responsible for her death. They say she had a restraining order out against him.
We both making police reports, calling the police for the last 2 weeks.
Less than an hour before she was killed, Samuels wrote on her Facebook page that her ex-boyfriend had threatened her family, damaged her car, and she posted a video that she says shows him hitting her several times. Samuels' family says she had dated the man for a few months before she broke up with him.
He stalked and he searched and he looked and he's been around the block watching, and he got her.
Now, family members are planning Mariah Samuels' funeral just weeks after her 34th birthday.
To the world, take domestic violence seriously. You know, reach out to somebody. I don't know if the police can help you all the time. Get out of the relationship. Escape if you can.
In Minneapolis, John Lauritsen, WCCO News.
Yeah, escape. Just escape. Or you could possibly never get with these type of people to begin with. And I know what you're going to say. You can't predict any of this. You actually can. And the first way you're going to do it is by staying the hell off of dating apps, man. Now, you can meet people on dating apps and it can work out. But you have to be really vigilant in the way that you begin to mess with people. Now, I'm going to say this. Just looking at this video right here, they did have him on camera. Let me see. They didn't get his mugshot, but you can see him out here where he's beating her up in the streets right here. I can't zoom in, but you look at his shoes right there. You look at how he's sagging his pants. I mean, this is a guy that you probably want to stay around, and I don't know what it is about criminals, but I mean, women are just highly attracted to criminals. And, you know, that's what you get. Like, you know, for me, I like to stay away from the criminal type. And I don't like to be around people with nothing to lose. This guy right here has nothing to lose. Like, at least at minimum, you want to be around somebody that if they were to take you out or do something dumb, they would stand to lose a lot that they built up over life or their time on the earth. So if you look at that and you say, well, this person has a net worth of $1 million, it's not always going to be a barometer, but you can't escape everything 100%, but you can make the right overall decision and then live with the results. I'm not saying that bad things aren't going to happen, but I'm just saying that if you put yourself in a situation where it's just like, oh, you know what? There's a high chance that this person's going to crash out and kill me. And then you still rocking with them. That's kind of bad, right? Dealing with alcoholics, dealing with drug addicts, dealing with people that smoke weed all the time, people that, you know, you've seen just got out of an abusive relationship on either side. You really can't even be with people that have been abused either. And that's the crazy part. Like, women that like tell me that they've been abused and all that, and they like hit me up like, oh, you know what? My last relationship, I was beaten up and abused all the time. And it's like, you know, I could feel sorry for you, but, you know, at that point, I just think that, you know, it's kind of like, how do you recover from that, right? And a lot of times it spills over. You would think that people that are in abusive relationships or have had tragedy and trauma happen to them would not want that to be done to someone else, but it's almost like the opposite. Like, if somebody is abused and beat up, then it's like they end up doing that to someone else rather than being the opposite. When I seen people that were losers growing up, it was one of the things that stopped me from being a loser. Cause I like seen like my uncles, they were drunks, they was doing cocaine, they were smoking Newports, they were getting in domestic assaults with their wives, getting divorced, having all kind of terrible things happen to them. And I was just like, yo, like, this is exactly what I don't want to be like. So I didn't always have the best examples to look at, but I knew that I wanted to be the opposite of the examples that I had. And I would never want to continue to be in the situations that they were, because it was all misery and pain. They had little flashes of good times and love, and then after that, it was over with. So, yeah, love is absolutely dangerous, Overdrive. It's 100% dangerous. All right, let's see. Let's go to a couple more. Which one is this one? Actually, no, we're going to skip that one. Let's go. Let's see what some of the aftermath is. So this woman, Shayna Hubers, sobs after she's convicted of killing her boyfriend. So let's look at the full drawn out process, because we've seen a lot of people right after the crime scene happens, but after about 5 years of litigation and court cases and delays and pretrials and arraignments and witnesses and non-speedy trials, well, this is the outcome right here. This woman, I guess, well, I don't guess, she got convicted of it, so she did it. Killed her boyfriend, and now let's see how she's dealing with it.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder.
Guilty. The woman who shot her boyfriend because he was about to ditch her for a Miss USA contestant sobs as she is convicted of murder. And there were audible gasps in court as the jury decided Shayna Huber's sentence today.
We, the jury, fixed the defendant, Shauna Huber's punishment for the offense of murder at life imprisonment.
As the judge polled the jury.
Wait, what was this?
At life imprisonment.
Damn.
As the judge polled the jury.
Is this your verdict?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So this was 7 years ago. You can see it up in the corner. She got sentenced on August 29th, 2018. So it's been over 7 years now. She's in prison for life. So 7 years later, this woman's still in prison. We're just now covering this on a live in the middle of the night. And she's literally living in a living hell if she's still alive. And she did this all over her boyfriend. What? Wanted to sleep with a model and she killed him. And now she's got to spend the rest of her natural life in prison. Like, bruh, what is going on? Is it really worth it? Life? Bro, I can't do life, bro. Just take me out, man. I don't want to do life in prison because the reason why I wouldn't want to do life in prison is because I wouldn't have a purpose for life anymore. Because my purpose is to make the world a better place than if I wasn't in it. So if I'm in prison, I can't do that from prison. So I have no reason to live. So if I had to do life, like, it's just a waste of money at this point. Like, don't even spend the money to feed me or anything like that. Just clip me, bruh. I don't even know how people would want to even spend their whole life in prison. Like, because I don't fear, like, you know, my demise or anything like that, but I would not want to live for nothing. Like, life, bruh? Wow. That's crazy. And she's already 7 years into it, and she's young, too. She was probably only, like, 25, so she's, like, she could possibly live for, like, another 70 years in prison. Wow.
Shauna Huber's punishment for the offense of murder at life imprisonment.
Wow, life.
The judge polled the jury.
Is this your verdict?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Huber's turn to make eye contact with her family. Shayna Huber shot her 29-year-old boyfriend Ryan Poston 6 times. Prosecutors said she was in a jealous rage because he was pursuing a relationship with Miss Ohio, who testified for the prosecution.
How did he strike you?
Funny and smart.
Ohio! Audrey Bolte was second runner-up in the 2012 Miss USA pageant. She testified that she met Ryan Poston on Facebook and he asked her out. She was waiting to meet Poston for a late-night drink when he was shot by Hubers, who found their Facebook messages setting up the date. Hubers drove over to Poston's apartment outside Cincinnati where she confronted him. She claimed she shot him in self-defense.
I grabbed the gun and I shot him.
The victim's mother spoke after the sentencing.
Ryan believed in the justice system, always, always, and it has not failed him.
No, love failed him. That's what failed him. And Ryan ain't like, I mean, listen, it ended with Ryan losing his life, right? And that is very unfortunate. But Ryan was playing in a game that he didn't want to play with. Like, I don't believe in cheating on people. Like, I think it's just dumb. I think you should be a little more upfront with it. I mean, it could get you clipped either way. I mean, sometimes you just got to just not be with the right person. But if you look at Ryan, though, he was on Facebook dating marketplace. I mean, it is a marketplace, basically. Dating marketplace. And how the hell did you meet Miss Ohio on Facebook, bruh? I mean, shout out to Ryan, bro. He got a little game. Like, this is Miss Ohio we talking about. He ain't just meet, like, some slop-a-lop over there in the back alleys, you know what I mean, that gotta only use Facebook on Wi-Fi. Like, she can only contact you when she's at a Starbucks or a Caribou. You like, why you don't respond to me? Because I ain't have Wi-Fi. My phone ain't on. Like, he had Miss Ohio, bruh. Let me look at Ryan one more time. Did they have his face on there? Yeah. Ryan was a playboy, though. And it got him taken away early. Like, hey, listen, man. A guy like Ryan, because she's no slouch herself. Like, she's not a bad-looking woman. So he was playing with top-notch women. Now, I think the next one we go to is going to show the opposite side of this. You got, two, and this is by beauty standards. I mean, they say that looks are subjective, but look, the truth is that some people look better than others just based off the standards. If you're not being asked to be Miss Ohio, well, you probably don't look as good as Miss Ohio. Like, it just is what it is. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think Ryan was moving in the right way, though. I don't think Ryan was moving in the right way. I think, is this the one? Hold on real quick. I think this is it. Is this it? Yeah. So we've seen like 2, 3 possibly hot-looking people. Now this is the other side. You could lose your life over something that most people would say is ugly.
Well, a surprise twist today for a murder suspect in Spring, Texas, caught in a love triangle.
A woman accused of killing her lover over his other lover finds out that he had a wife all along, too. Fox 26's Tiffany Justice live with this deadly affair.
The wife saying the ME's office finally released the body to her after confusion over who was the real wife. A love triangle leaves a Spring man dead. The Harris County Sheriff's Office saying an adult female, Karen Stewart, advised responding deputies that she shot her husband after he told her he was in love with another woman. That other woman was with him at the time. Karen Stewart, man dead. The Harris County Sheriff's Office saying an adult female, Karen Stewart, advised responding deputies that she shot her husband after he told her he was in love with another woman. That other woman was with him at the time.
Love will get you killed, bruh. She's in the mug shot, still crying. You know how long it takes to get to the mug shot? You got to take the car ride. You got to go in there, do intake. They take your fingerprints. You got to sign documents in. They scanning all your items in there, putting it in plastic bags. And she ain't never getting her items back. Listen, she going to jail right now with probably like the iPhone, like, because I know she ain't got the current iPhone. She probably got like the iPhone 11. When she get out, if she get out, it's going to be like the iPhone 86. She going to go into jail with the iPhone 12, and she going to get out, and it's going to be the iPhone 95. That's how crazy it is. Look at her. She's right there. Because he said that he loves another woman. It's just words. Who cares? Let him go. Your whole life is dependent on if somebody says they love another woman or not. And you crashed out and killed this dude. Bro, that's crazy. Hey, I'm looking forward to the iPhone 86 though.
Karen Stewart is now in jail, charged with murder, bond set at $75,000.
That's
the
it?
love triangle unfolding as investigators learn more.
They know she can't afford the $75K. She can't get the, you can't, how do you go to jail for murder and your bond is $7,500? That's it, bro, that's nothing. For murder, it should be like $75 million. Some people that could pay that.
More. Stewart is a girlfriend of James Hardgrove, the victim. James married but recently separated.
I got the call that my husband had been shot, and they took him to Houston Northwest. He didn't make it. It's very hard to believe. We've been married for 14 years. It's very hard to believe.
Sandra Hartgrove, the wife, is in disbelief, saying they separated in November and that she was unaware of the other women.
I've never met the person. I have no idea. My knowledge is she's a caregiver.
She says James was her best friend and they spoke every other day.
Talked to him every other day. I haven't really seen him since my nephew's wedding, but I talked to him every other day. He just recovered from COVID. He had been in the hospital. He was there 5 months. He couldn't walk. He had 2 heart attacks, a stroke, his kidneys failed, and he had just recovered from all of that. So for him to make it through all of that, to end like this, is real disheartening.
What the heck? Bro. That's what I'm talking about. Like, people be living their whole life, all to have it just taken in a split second. Gunshot directly to the head of it. All he did was this. I love you. I love you. Bow. Hit him in the head. Bro, you survived all odds just to have this woman right here take your life. Bro, that's an L, bro. Look, marriage and divorce are in the same sentence. Boyfriend and breakup, girlfriend and breakup are in the same sentence. And love and death is in the same sentence. It's all intertwined. Like, you can't have one without the other. And again, 99% at least of relationships break up. You just better hope yours doesn't end like this. This is not the last thing that you want to see before you meet your early demise. Like, imagine you got to see this face and then it's over for you. And that's the end of your life. Wow. All right. I'll do at least like 2 more and I think we'll get out of here. This is crazy. And she went to jail. It's 80 degrees outside. You could have been out picnicking. You could have took a walk. It's 80 degrees wherever she's at. So instead of you just saying, you know what? And why she got on that thick ass sweatshirt if it's so hot outside? You know what? I'm done with this. There's too many answers and not enough questions. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so doesn't matter. You could be 53 years old and you could stab your 71-year-old boyfriend at Monte Rose. Just watch the video.
Are investigating after they say a 71-year-old man was stabbed by his own girlfriend. Michelle Troy joins us live from the scene on the 1600 block of West Alabama Street in the Montrose area. Michelle, at this point, are police sharing anything about what sparked the initial argument?
Well, Trayson, according to investigators, the argument started over the woman being too loud while preparing food. Now, that alleged stabbing, according to police, took place inside this property here behind me. It's unclear if this is a 2-story home or if...
That's all I need to see right there. Too loud while preparing food, and you got psychic, palm, and tarot card readings. You're with a crazy person. Bro, anybody that's 100% into this type of stuff is completely insane. This person that took him out, in all honesty, he should already know what he was dealing with. You spent 71 years on this earth, and you don't know somebody that is into this type of stuff is not crazy and living in complete delusion. Anybody that goes to a tarot card reader to get their palms read and they're flipping cards and, oh, this is the devil, you're going to die tomorrow, and this is an angel, good things will happen to you. It's completely insane. So now you're too loud. She goes into a whole different trance and a spell. And now you get stabbed in the neck and you bleed out. You spent 71 years on this earth, all to take a L like this, bruh. You could have went out robbing a bank. You could have planned a heist. You could have did something spectacular. But it all ended in a rundown, psychic, palm, tarot card reading apartment. I wonder if the number's still active. Should we call it? No, I ain't gonna call it. This woman's crazy. She might be out. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, they gave the other woman where she at? She got a $7,500 bond to get out of jail after she killed her boyfriend because he said that he loves another woman. And she a black woman. Usually, psychic, palm, tarot card read gonna be a white woman. So her is the woman that stabbed a guy. 53-year-old woman stabbed 71-year-old man. Her bill's gonna be like $3,000. And she got the money because people will pay a whole bunch of money to get their palms read. So basically, she gonna be right out of prison. So yeah, I ain't gonna mess with her. I think we got a little more on the story. Let's check it out.
If this is a house that houses multiple apartment units, but this morning we can see what appears to be a psychic business sign on the windows as well as the front door. Now, police have since cleared the scene, but let's take you to some video from overnight. Police say this happened a little after 2 this morning. When officers arrived, they say they found the 71-year-old victim down and bleeding. They say he was stabbed in the shoulder area. He was rushed to a hospital and later died. Now, according to police, the victim and the 53-year-old woman had been in an ongoing relationship for a while, but she does not live here full time. They say the two were hanging out last night when that argument escalated and turned violent. They say after the alleged stabbing, she left the home, but police later found her walking nearby and took her into custody. Now, we understand she was cooperating with police this morning. Something else to note, investigators say that officers are quite familiar with this location, having responded to previous family disturbances at the same address. Trayson?
And there was already warning signs. There was already warning signs. They said it right there. And what is this? Oh, update. Is this an update from the story? Hold on, let me see something. This might be an update from it. Let's check this out real quick.
We're at 1600 West Alabama. All this happened just a little bit after 2 a.m. I'm Lieutenant Wilkins, Willkens, Houston Police Department. So right now we have one adult male, 71 years of age, that's at a local hospital right now. He was transported from here with a significant stab wound up towards his shoulder area. We have another female that's in custody right now that we believe is to be our suspect. She's a 53-year-old female. Officers have had calls out here before over disturbances, family-type disturbances. So we're familiar with this location. Tonight, a call came in about a cutting. Officers got here quickly. When they first got here, they observed the older male, the 71-year-old, down, bleeding out of it. Several officers that were also coming.
And they said, the women are helpless. They can't do anything. They're not strong enough. Hey, look, if you got a knife or you strong enough, bruh. You 100% strong enough. Or if you got fire, you can burn the whole building down. Look, everybody's dangerous, man. Hand-to-hand combat, that's probably the only part where the woman's going to be at an advantage, or at a disadvantage. But anything beyond that, you over there texting your girlfriend, you laying in bed, you got your back to her like this. Let me do it real quick. You got your back to her, you doing this. You looking back. You texting your mistress. You fall asleep with your phone on lock. She look in there. She see you on Facebook Marketplace dating. Oh, really? Oh, really? This dude think, okay, all right, watch this. You like, I'm a man. I'm big and strong. Yeah, I ain't got to worry about it. This woman ain't going to do nothing to me. I'm like, watch. Bet that. She going to slide the drawer open. Shh. She going to grab the sharpest blade out of there. She going to grab a paring knife. You know, the paring knife, the one where you can, and then she gonna come over there. She gonna have a paring knife. She gonna come right to the back of your neck. And it's over with, bro. That's what happened to him. She said right up in the shoulder area. You got him right there. Ugh. How dangerous am I now? And that was it, bro. It took one slit. You lived for 71 years all for a woman to just run a knife across your neck and end your existence in a split second. And what about the age gap? 71-year-old, 53, so what's that? Is that 18-year difference? When bro was 18, this woman was 0 years old. Okay, let's go 20, she's 2. Let's go, what if he was 30, how old would she be? 12? Like, I mean, listen, when does age gap dating even start to not matter anymore? 71 and 53 is cool? I don't know, man. I think it's all weird. I think you should stay within, I don't know. I always thought like the 2 to 8 year rule was good. And then obviously it has to be like after a certain age. But I always thought 24 months is good. But then a lot of people say that you should date, like women should date older men. No, or is it men should date older women? I don't know, something like that. But or is it like 7 years? It's your age. No, it's half your age plus 7 years. So if you're 40, you should date a 27-year-old if you're a man. Something like that. It's all weird. But, if you just think about it, Like, both of these people were born in like 1950, bruh. Well, he was. So, man, all that life just to get clipped like that is crazy.
Coming to the location, once we started getting on our radio, telling us everybody what was going on that was coming, actually came across the female who was on foot, had left this location.
And she
so after
fled
talking
at
to some
53.
witnesses that were here, the best we can tell is that the female comes and goes. She doesn't live here full time, but she comes and goes. They've had a relationship ongoing for quite some time. And tonight they were together, they were hanging out, and they got into an argument over the female being too loud while she was making some food. And they got into an argument. It got obviously violent. The female grabbed a knife, and the cutting happened. So there's a lot of details in there that have to be figured out, the exacts of that. Our homicide investigators are here right now, and they'll get to the bottom of it. So like I said, to recap, we have one 71-year-old male that is deceased at a local hospital, and we have the female that we believe is our suspect in custody, and she is cooperating with us right now.
And she's cooperating, and she could possibly get life, like the woman that killed the handsome guy over the supermodel, or she could just get an insanity case. And how dumb is the guy though? Like, honestly, man, like, and you know, we'll feel bad because he ended up losing his life, but she's cooking for you. She got mad like knives and all that, and she got hot pans. She might be cooking chicken over there for you. So she got a whole pot of boiling vegetable oil, and you over there telling her stop being loud, and she cooking you a meal. Let her get in her zone and cook, bruh. Why you antagonizing her? And then she said, you know what? You don't appreciate me. You don't appreciate me. She probably got like 2 teeth in her mouth. You don't appreciate me. Then I can't even do the 2 teeth because I got all my teeth. All right, yeah. You don't appreciate me. Huh? Nah. You don't appreciate me? Watch this. Shut up, you stupid bitch. You too loud while you cooking my chicken. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sit here and inject crack in my brain, you bitch. Take your ass out of this motherfucking house right now, ho. She like, oh, for real? Huh? You don't appreciate me? Huh. And that's it, bruh. And now she in prison. And listen, at 53, she probably can't even survive a 30-year sentence, which is probably going to be the minimum. But she'll take a plea deal, probably get closer to like 15, 20. That's still the majority of her life, and he's already cooked. He only had like 10 years left, and you spent it arguing with a woman cooking for you and got slashed across the back of your neck. Bro, I don't understand any of this, man. And one of the reasons why I do streams like this is to help people prevent things like this from happening to them. My bad, there's one truth. Yeah, psychic readers are insane, 100%. They'll slash you in the neck just because you're mad at them for being too loud. But yeah, so, you know, you think about it and it's just like, I do want to help out somebody. If it's just one person, if it's just a half a person, if you're a really short person, like, you know, you don't have to be like 6 feet. You could be like 5'3". If I could help you out, then that would be helpful, because I don't want to see y'all out here getting killed over emotions and doing something that you're going to regret forever. Now, I think it is possibly the only good thing about it is that, you know, you get possibly 2 knuckleheads out of the dating scene that could possibly end up killing someone else. But listen, there's nothing good about any of this. And it's all crimes of passion, which is one of the reasons why love is the most dangerous thing on the planet. All right, I think we got one more. We just seen a 71-year-old and a 53-year-old woman that killed each other basically over nothing. We're going to look at a teen girl that shot her ex-boyfriend. And these are the people I'm trying to say. I can't do nothing for the people that's like, these people right here, the 71 and the 53-year-old, it's too late for them. They've been on the earth a lot longer than me. If they can't control themselves and they want to clip themselves over trivial issues like love, whatever. But this person here that is a teen, you know, if she would have seen this just happened 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, a 15-year-old girl is facing murder charges after police say she shot and killed her 17-year-old boyfriend inside his home in Montgomery County. So, you know, it's too late for these two also, but this only happened 2 weeks ago. So, you know, if somebody runs across my live and they watch this video from the beginning to the end, I think there might be hope that they can avoid this situation happening to them. If I can save just one couple or one life with this, I feel like it's all worth it. Let's check this last story out. It's crazy.
Is in jail charged with murder. Police say she shot and killed her 17-year-old ex-boyfriend Monday afternoon in the Jenkintown section of Abington Township, Montgomery County. An autopsy revealing that he died from a gunshot wound to his head. Investigators say that 15-year-old says the shooting was an accident. Action News reporter Liam Pender live for us at the Abington Police Department with an update on this investigation. Leland, what are you learning about this shooting?
It's not an accident when you shoot your ex-boyfriend. No, it's not an accident. But it's probably the best plea you can come up with on short notice.
Well, Gray, as you mentioned, that boy tragically shot in the head. Police say he died there at the scene. Authorities also saying the even younger shooter allegedly admitted to panicking, leaving the scene and not calling for help.
You think?
It was a typical Monday afternoon in Jenkintown.
In the projects.
14-year-old Kyrie Grimes Jr. spotted police cars outside his building and called a friend.
He heard shots in the building, and then people were screaming.
Police say 15-year-old Precious Hamilton of Crumlin is now in custody, accused of shooting.
They can put a 15-year-old's mugshot out? I thought you had to, like, hide the identity. She must be charged as an adult or something. Because at 15 years old, you're not supposed to get the mugshot released. She look a lot older than 15. I wonder, damn, yeah, they probably charge her as an adult.
And killing her 17-year-old ex-boyfriend, Basim Baker, inside his home on Old York Road.
It's definitely like something that you wouldn't expect
inside
in
his
this
parents'
area.
home.
Officers responded to the home shortly after 5 p.m. where they found Baker unresponsive. Prosecutors say his mother discovered him dead on the bedroom floor. In the criminal complaint, Baker's mother told investigators Hamilton had been at the home all weekend. Baker left the two to run errands around 2:40 on Monday and returned around 4:30, discovering her son around 5. Police say they obtained video showing Hamilton leaving the building by herself just before 3:30. The complaint states Hamilton picked up the firearm in a rapid fashion to pack her belongings and was surprised when the revolver discharged, striking Baker instantly. Detectives also found this photo of Hamilton holding a gun from a previous day on Baker's iPad.
I feel as that kids shouldn't be near weapons.
Police say they have not recovered the gun, but say that Hamilton admitted to stealing it from an acquaintance 2 months ago.
Parents should be watching their children a little bit more closely.
Now, Precious Hamilton,
why are you, let me see.
just 15 years old, is being charged as an adult. She faces third-degree murder, involuntary manslaughter, and several other charges tonight.
Yeah, she's going to be out, like, I mean, she'll probably do 20 years max. I don't even think that long, honestly. And the crazy part about it is, like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know what's going on with the parent. Like, definitely don't want to just dogpile on the parent. I'll just say this. I don't know if it's a good thing to allow a 15, like, I don't know. I don't want my kids being in relationships that early at all. Like wait till you 18 to get into a relationship. Have your little puppy love and all that, but your boyfriend, your girlfriend, they're not coming over, staying the night with you, doing all that other stuff. And not because I think that it's gonna end in a tragedy like this. That's usually not the situation, right? But I will say that if the parents could have went back retroactively and made some different decisions, I think, especially seeing that this gun is toting a revolver online and showing it off, and then come on, man, the revolver ain't the trigger pull on a revolver is different. I guess if you cock it back, if you cock it back, then the trigger pull will be less. But if you actually have to squeeze it, the whole barrel has to roll over before it fires. So you have to actually squeeze that thing. It doesn't just go off. No gun just goes off, actually. You have to put your finger in the guard, or something has to be in the trigger guard and squeeze it back. So you don't just, I was putting the gun up and went off and it hit him in the head. He's laying on the floor. Why was the barrel even pointed up if you're putting the gun away? It should be at an angle like this. You don't put a gun away sitting up because it's an unnatural motion. That's like if this is the top, right? This is the gun, like you're holding it like this. No, you're going to be holding it like this because you're going to be putting it away. So you're putting it into a bag. You're not putting it into a bag like this. So, none of it makes sense. And, she hit him on purpose because she was mad and in a rage. And she definitely got undercharged. But then again, who knows? I guess she's 15, but they charge her as an adult. It's all just complicated and crazy. But I do want to look at this that popped up because we still are in a government shutdown, but for some reason, the White House says it has a $250 million White House ballroom being constructed. No, let's go to this real quick. Then we'll get into our positive story.
The government shutdown isn't stopping the construction of President Trump's $250 million ballroom. It's being funded by private donations. Crews are tearing down part of the White House's East Wing to make way for this ballroom. Back in July, the president pledged that construction would not impact the existing structure. But now, according to the Washington Post, the entirety of the East Wing is being rebuilt. The National Trust for Historic Preservation is now urging the administration to pause demolition for a public review process.
This dude Trump is crazy, man. Like, that is insane. I mean, this is not like a seamless segue from what we just watched, but I think it's relevant. We might talk about this tomorrow, or today, I guess it's tomorrow. But yeah, like, that's crazy, bro. So, bro, and the whole government. But my thing is this, because he's only going to be president for like 3.5 more years. Is he going to take the ballroom with him? Like, because I know, think if a Democrat gets in office and then they get his ballroom. Like, is he really thinking? Like, what's the point of adding a ballroom onto the White House when you're only going to live there for 3 years? And it costs $250 million and it's by private donations. You could have took that $250 million and just built like a whole mansion for yourself when you get out the White House. But now if a Democrat gets in office, then they get to have your $250 million add-on to the White House. Either Trump is one of the most giving people in the world, or he's nonsensical, or there's something else going on with him building this expansion to the White House. But I'll just tell you this. A guy like Trump always has a plan behind anything that he does, but this seems like a waste of money to have it for 3 years and then give it to the next existing president that you probably aren't going to like. Unless it's J.D. Vance, then, he might be happy with that. I guess J.D. could get it for 8 years. He might burn it down on the way out. Depending on who goes in, he might be like, nah, you ain't getting this $250 million ballroom. But regardless, all this is happening amidst the shutdown, so there's that. All right, well, I think we're going to end it on that because this was kind of crazy. So, and we see it a lot, with these situations when it comes to relationships. And I just wanted to talk about this for a little bit. Very late live stream. Anybody that pulled up for this is definitely you either work night shift or you have extreme insomnia. One of the two. I don't know. You got night shift or you got insomnia. So one of the two. Let's see. We got to go to our positive story though, because we always end on that, and that never fails. Let me see if I got it queued up. I should have it somewhere. Because I was gonna do a whole different situation, but we went the last 2 days. We talked about the accidental text, but now I want to end it on an accidental phone call and these two developing a great because we've been talking about relationships and they've all ended in tragedy. They all started with love and they ended in tragedy. But this one started with an accident and ended in like an amazing relationship that's still lasting today. Let's check it out.
Hey, Barry, this is Grandma Margaret. Bring your extra pair of pants to him by. Okay? Anytime in the afternoon. That'd be in the afternoon now. In the afternoon.
You know, as a grandma, when they left a voicemail, I don't leave voicemails for people. If you don't answer, that's just the end of it. I usually don't even call people unless it's like a business. I'm going to text you. You're rarely going to get a call from me. Even if I'm going to call you, I'm going to text you first and tell you I'm going to call you. I'll be like, I usually tell people to just call me. Like, I'll be like, I'll text you like, can you call me if I really need to talk to you? Or I'll just be like, I'm going to call you in like 10 minutes. Like, I don't just call people blindly, ever.
Okay, love y'all later.
So she thought she was calling her grandson, but she was actually...
I listened to it. I was like, did that sound familiar? Obviously, someone's grandma calling, and I called her back. I talked to her for a little bit, and then she finally realized, she's like, oh, I called you. I didn't call Barry. And I was like, yes, this is the wrong number.
A couple more times thinking it was Barry.
His number
She did it again?
I think she just must have written it down wrong and had my number.
Oh, okay. So then she kept calling her after they talked, and then her parents were getting a divorce, so it looks like the grandma would be perfect to help her with that situation. Wow. So
She
her
didn't know at
calls...
the end of the day what I was going through, to tell her, hey, it's still me. And she was like, well, how are you doing? Like checking in, even though she would have just been like, oh, okay, thank you, bye. And that could have been it. But she always asked me how I was doing and questions to get to know me.
Accidental calls.
Grandma Margaret just called to say I love you and you have a good day. And
Grandma Margaret, bruh.
Okay? Love you later.
This is crazy.
Whenever the days are sad and get busy and I can't call her, I can always listen to the voicemails. How are you?
She actually pulled up in real life.
I get all my hair cut off.
You look adorable, though.
I'm all your hair cut off.
Hey, sweetheart, how you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. It was real nice the first time we meet. It was real nice. She is just somebody special to me. She know how to show love. And just look at her face. She got a smile on her face all the time. How about that? She's special to me.
I look up to her like she's my grandma.
All right.
We're like best friends, family.
Yep. My friend, my little girl, I like her. I love her.
I bet she cooked her a nice meal too when she went over there. She looked like she'll cook you up all kind of stuff. She'll have about 4 different pots going on at once. Collard greens, beans, cornbread, biscuits, red velvet cake, apple pie, mashed potatoes, macaroni. And I think that when I see a story like this, after what we've seen with all of the, love, hate, and crime, it's kind of weird because it just shows that things can go the other way if you just begin to show kindness and say good words to people, because the words that you say mean a lot. A lot of people would think that, you know what, words don't mean anything, it's about action. That is true from a standpoint of action is the after effect, but the words are the precursor. The majority of the time, any action that happens is going to be succeeded by the words to begin with. Most of the time, we speak what we do before we do it. And when you see a situation like this, it just says if you continue to talk, because that's all that happened with them. Their relationship all started out with a voicemail to the wrong number. And those words turned into something spectacular and great for the lot of them. And now they have an incredible relationship. And as we see relationships deteriorate at an alarming rate, to see this one formed with these two ladies is absolutely incredible. And I appreciate the story. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best audience on the planet. It's not even close. Y'all are absolutely incredible. Anybody that has stayed up with me and watched this show at midnight, I appreciate y'all more than you could ever know. And, you know, become part of our family. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you made it this far. And take a plate to go. Go ahead, grab some food to go. We still got plenty left. So you can have some pizza, some of the caramel apples, and take some salad too. It's good for you. That's what I'm about to go do. I think I'm going to skip the two main dishes. I'm just going to have a salad. I'm going to eat light because it's super late. But y'all can have whatever you want because I'm always going to take care of y'all. But I guess I'll be back sooner than later. Yeah. I gotta go though. I got to go. But I appreciate y'all so. DotSale, from the ceiling to the floor. I'm sleepy, yo. I might take a nap and wake up with some more pesos. Okay, though. I probably never date J-Lo. I don't know. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.